So in the talk, what I talk about is the three different models of decision-making: leadership, management, and command. So command is really a mechanism for deciding under crisis conditions. Management is really a mechanism for deciding under what we would call tame conditions, so where you have a standard operating procedure and we know how to fix the problem. And leadership, I'm restricting to how you would deal with wicked problems. Those are the kinds of problems that don't have resolutions and are extraordinarily complex. So in D-Day, what you have, almost by definition, is the most complex single operation that anyone has ever faced in history that we know of. It isn't the largest operation, but it's the most complex operation. And what I try to look at is, so how come the Germans actually didn't succeed on D-Day when, in theory, they should have done? The way that I'm defining leadership, it's about decentralization, it's about not knowing the answer, and it runs contrary to our conventional assumptions about what leadership might be. I think most of us assume leadership is what I'm calling command. It's about being decisive, being right, and never being wrong. What I contrast that with is the approach to wicked problems requires leadership, which is about decentralization, it's about collaboration. And the ability to do those three things, to be good at command when necessary, to be good at management, to have all the resources and the standard operating procedures that you require, and to be good at knowing when it's time to let go and when it's time to be collaborative. And in the end, and ironically, the Germans kind of used what would be a conventional Allied approach. They waited for command from above, whereas the Allies on D-Day, ironically, organized what I would call a mission command approach. So there was very decentralized command actually on the day. And that ability to have decentralized decision-making on the day enabled the Allies to win. And that array of skills is something which I don't think we're really good at, because I think what we do is we still promote people on the basis of a single technical skill. We promote them on the basis of being good at management of tame problems. And yet we know that when you get to be a senior leader in a conventional organization, what you'll be faced with are wicked problems that don't have simple, single answers. And therefore you have to collaborate at that point to be able to work out what you might need to do. So I think what happens is we tend to focus on one aspect of these three, and the inability to do three at the same time tends to undermine long-term success. So you can do it in the short term, but you can't do it in the long term.